Hi guys, welcome to a new video, and today we're going to be changing the interior dash of the Alfa Romeo Giulietta. We've got a full Apple CarPlay screen to replace the old radio and the dash piece in gloss black, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm going to run you through the full process of how we do it, and yeah, here it is in the back. There's the fascia and the screen there in that box, so let's get started. Right, so first what you've got to do is you've got to remove the old fascia. We've got a little trim tool, and we're just going to pop it out all the way along. As you can see, it's really easy. Just get underneath it, make sure you get all the little clips, and then there we are, the piece is removed. And then you've got to get the 4 maybe T25 bolts out of here and to pull a radio out. I'll go get that tool now, but that's the old fascia. Right, and so we've got a T25 Torx head screw, and they're pretty loose, so you can just do it with your fingers, I think, for all of them. But yeah, unscrew this all the way and do that for all 4 bolts, and then I'll show you how to remove the radio. Right, and so once you've unscrewed all the bolts, you just lift the old radio out, and then you've got 3 cables on the back to unplug, with clips on. Just want to hold the clips in whilst you remove them. It's a bit difficult, but I'll show you when I've unplugged it. So once you've unplugged that, you want to keep these wires in a safe place, but on the instructions it says we have to cut out part of it, but we're just going to measure that up with the new screen now and see what we do need to unscrew. So I'll get the new screen out now and show you that. This is the Grundig GX 3800. It works with Apple CarPlay, and it's an Android thing, but you can download an Apple CarPlay onto it. So yeah, there's just some cables, but I'll get the screen out for you now. So that's the screen. It's pretty fat. Load of cables on the back, but we'll figure out where they go in a minute. And yeah, as you can see, it's going to slot into there. We'll just do a quick test fit to see what we need to cut out. So yeah, we've got a bit of cutting to do just along the bottom and along the top, just to get it to fit in. But once we've done that, it should slot in perfectly. So then guys, as you can see, I didn't film the wiring, but it's pretty straightforward. There's a few wires that we don't need because they're for like rear view cameras and stuff like that. But basically there's a lot of cables you've got to plug in. But like it's all labelled, so on the back here it says key 1, and then the other one that's connected to that will say key 1 as well. And they're all the same, like key 2, and then the ground one goes to the ground one on there. And then there's a lot of cables that don't go to anything, but obviously the thing works how we want it to work. Like we don't need any of these cables that are like loose because they're for other things. And yeah, so we've got the CarPlay working. I'll just show you that. Oh, I've clicked something else. So this is the home screen of the thing. You click on there, CarPlay, and then you've got Spotify, phone calls, everything like that, and then you can go on like the normal home screen and everything. So yeah, that's just the thing, and then I'll show you a bit more of in-depth thing when we've got it in, but first we've got to unscrew these bolts here so we can get around and cut out of this little bit of frame so it'll all fit in perfectly. But yeah, and then we've got to find a place for this microphone to go without the cable showing and the USB port. So yeah, we'll be doing all that in the video. But yeah, we've got it working. So let's begin with the fitting. So then guys, as you can see, I have wired the mic through the aircon unit so that the wire can just go straight down through the frame and into the back of this. So yeah, we're gonna refit all of this once we've cut out the space for the screen to fit in. We'll refit all this, and then the mic will have 0 wires. It'll just be coming straight out of the aircon unit and just look nice and cable managed. So yeah, we'll start cutting this now, and then we'll find a place for the USB port to go. Right, and so guys, as you can see, it's much later now, so it's dark. We're using torches, but basically we've cut out loads of the interior plastics that were in here, and we've cut a huge square all the way down here along the bottom and up this side and across the top, and cut out this top piece so that this outer frame of the screen slots in, and then these brackets screw onto here like so, and then this screws into the side of here, so that when I slot this into here, it all screws onto there. So you have to screw all of these parts together before you put the screen in, and then you connect just this wire, the antenna wire, and you just wire where your USB and microphone will go, which we've already done. We've put the microphone through the aircon unit, as you can see it's just there, and we're going to put the USB just coming out of the little gap in the steering wheel here, so it'll just dangle just by the driver's side leg. But yeah, we're starting to fit the screen into the frame and that now, and I'll show you that just before I slide it in and when it's all assembled. So as you can see, I'm now slotting it into position. All the cables are plugged in and wired to the right places. Obviously we've just slid it in there, and then you use the original 4 screws that you took out from the I've just dropped one from the old one, and screw them back into that hole, and it'll hold it all in place. Obviously you've just got to hold it up. So yeah, I'll screw it into place, and then I'll show you that once I've done that. Right, and so we're just screwing in the screen now. Everything's wired up in the back, as you've seen before. Yeah, so we just got to put the 4 original bolts in. The brackets are screwed to the side. The fascia didn't fit over the frame that went around the outside with the extra bit of fascia, but it fits perfectly around the screen with just the plastic fascia. So we're just putting it in without them on. We've screwed the brackets to the side of the screen, and yeah, we got screwing it in and then put the fascia on. So as you can see, we're back in the Redford mobile, and we've taken the frame that was around here off, as when we put the fascia over, once we'd fitted it, it didn't slot in the gap properly, whereas when it's not on there, the screen fits perfectly. It's kind of hard to show you, but I will hold it so I can show you in a minute. But yeah, so we've taken that frame off now, so we know that the screen fits perfectly, but we're just doing a bit of trial and error to get the positioning of the screen in the right place, because obviously this has a lot of adjustments on the side of on this side. I'll show you. So as you can see, there's like a lot of adjustment here, so we're just trying to get this exactly right so it fits nicely in the gap of the screen, and then we'll put the fascia on, and then we'll all be done and dusted, and I'll show you a few insides on the inside information on the screen and how it works and that. And yeah, so we're just going to do a bit more adjusting on the angle of this screen just to get it perfect, and then maybe a few upgrades for the screen in the future, maybe a reverse camera and steering wheel controls. So as you can see, this is how it'll fit when it all clips together. Just slots in like that, and all looks pretty nice, all sleek, all to the edges. So yeah, we've made the adjustments on the sides of this now, so we've pushed it all the way down to the back, put it on a little bit of an angle, and yeah, now we're just going to bolt it in there, exactly how we did with the old radio, just in reverse. 4 screws in, and then I'll catch up with you when I've tightened these all on and I'm fitting the fascia. So then guys, here's the fascia, and obviously we're just gonna So we've got all these clips in the back that just line up with these holes along here. Only came with 4 clips, so we didn't put that clip in there just because there was only 4 in total anyway. So first off is I'm going to sort of like line it up with the screen, line up with the first hole on this side, make sure it all goes into the right place, and get these in the right place. And now we just got to try and get this to clip over the screen properly. Just do a few little adjustments with that. And as you can see, it's all nice and secure to the dash. Obviously we've got a few fingerprints on it and that, but we'll give it a wipe and then show you the end product. We'll turn it on and show you a bit about the screen and how it works and that. So then guys, as you can see, this is the standard operating system that comes on the Grundig screen. Obviously, so you got your radio here. You press the little home button to the side. Bluetooth, so obviously you can get the Bluetooth connection for your phone. We've got call any number you want and go through your contacts and that. And then you can do screen mirroring for your phone. We've got different audio options all around the car and different things like that. Obviously there's different adaptations you can get on it with the audio, so you could add a subwoofer and that. You've got a virtual sub that's already comes with the screen. And yeah, so we'll show you the Apple CarPlay now. So for Apple CarPlay, you just plug your phone in via this USB that we fitted down here, and then it comes up in the top left once it's plugged in. Top right, sorry, where the phone mirror is, and opens into CarPlay, and just like any CarPlay, you've got all of the lovely options. Looking cool. Obviously it's all fitting nicely. But yeah, proper upgrades the spec on the interior, makes it look proper cool. So yeah, that'll probably be it for today's video, so thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next